Can you imagine a state being so bold as to say in a new bill that because you were given your freedoms, we had to restrict stuff more, and we're going to ban the sale of guns on all state, county, municipal, all that property and more? Yeah, you're going to want to watch this one because it's crazy. Guys and gals, first off, I want to thank you for your support of Blackout Coffee. Over the last 4 years, we've grown so much, and it's because of you, the viewers and the supporters of Blackout Coffee. We are happy to announce that we are about to launch an investment-based campaign where you can invest in Blackout Coffee and become one of the owners. And there'll be perks for people who jump in early as well. And for more information, head over to blackoutcoffee.com/invest. And while you're at it, we're also having our President's Day sale. We've extended it. You can save 20% on your order with code 20president. Blackoutcoffee.com/GNG is where you can get all the great coffees, teas, hot chocolates, flavors, non-flavored, ground, whole bean. It's all there. And thank you for your support of this company over the years. We look forward to the future, and hopefully you'll be part of it. For this video, we're going to, of all places, the state of New York, where they're looking to ban the sale of firearms and ammunition on pretty much all the lands, pretty much. I'm going to show you this bill that was submitted on the 17th of February, and it's asinine. Completely, utterly asinine. It's unconstitutional, but it's New York. They've actually taken the title from California as far as the most gun restrictive state, the one who wants to poo-poo on your rights the most. It's New York. It's no longer California. Check this bill out. The bill is pretty short. Let's go right to it. Section 1. New York state law will be amended to read as follows. Unlawful sale of a firearm, rifle, shotgun, or ammunition on state property. For the purpose of this section, the term state property shall mean all property owned by the state and shall include all county, city, and municipal property and any fairground located in state, county, city, or municipal property. It shall be unlawful for any state officer or employee or operator, leasee, licensee of any state property to contract for, authorize, or allow the sale of any firearm, rifle, shotgun, or ammunition on state property or in the buildings that sit on state property or property otherwise owned, leased, occupied, or operated by the state. This section does not apply to any of the following. A gun buyback event held by a law enforcement agency. B. The sale of a firearm or ammunition on state property that occurs pursuant to a contract that was entered into before January 1st, 2024. C. The purchase of a firearm, rifle, shotgun, or ammunition on state property by a law enforcement agency in the course of its regular duties. So there's that carve-out. An unlawful sale of a firearm, rifle, shotgun, or ammunition on state property is a Class A misdemeanor. This act shall take effect on the 19th day after it shall have become law. So, let's break this down a smidge. Who, or how, rather, do states have state buildings, state grounds? How do counties have county property? How do you get the point? How do cities have city property? Well, they use your tax money. You are part owner of that property. You paid for it. You are the public. You are the people, not the elitists. So they're telling you that you cannot exercise your Second Amendment right on any property that you have paid for. That's what New York is doing. They're trying to ban gun shows. They're trying to bail sales of firearms in any of these questionable properties, unless it's their people, you know, the cops. And they're telling you that if you exercise your right, your God-given right, your Second Amendment, which is in the U.S. Constitution, that you will be a criminal because they just don't like it. Man, New York politicians are smoking some crazy stuff. I mean, they're telling you right out, hey, this is your right and you can't do it. In fact, this is the justification that was submitted for the bill. Check this out. In light of the recent United States Supreme Court decision in New York State Rifle and Pistol Association, Inc. versus Bruin, the state of New York responded with omnibus legislation that strengthened the licensing requirements that an applicant must meet in order to obtain a firearms license. It also protects New Yorkers from gun violence by enumerating a list of sensitive locations where people, even with licenses, cannot carry a firearm, and protects private property rights by requiring owners to opt in to allow weapons on their property. Additionally, it strengthens safe storage laws by increasing the age limit so that safe storage laws apply if a minor under the age of 18 lives in the home, and by ensuring that a person cannot leave a weapon in a car outside of their possession unless the weapon is in a locked box. This new legislation would complement the omnibus legislation by affirmatively prohibiting gun sales on state property and making it the policy of the state of New York not to promote the sale of firearms, rifles, shotguns, or ammunition on any state, county, city, or municipal property, including fairgrounds. So they're saying right in there, the U.S. Supreme Court said New York was violating your rights and they pushed back, but we're going to try to push back on our own way and violate your rights. Guys, I mean, New York, wow, all of the lawsuits in New York right now, the Vanderstock case, of which, guys and gals, the state of New York missed their filing deadline, which was yesterday. I talked to attorney Stephen Stambulia this morning, who is the GOA attorney on this case, and the state did not file yesterday like they were supposed to. Now, if you or I are suing somebody and we miss a filing date, it's immediately dismissed because you missed your deadline. However, we're waiting to see what happens with New York. Now, typically in courts, in the scheduled things, holidays and weekends don't count. They use business days. But when a judge says you are to file on this day, that's a little different. And that's the day you file on. Now, New York could have filed on Friday, but they chose not to do that either. Going to be an interesting time in New York. I think that New York is going to help us big time in the long run here with the Second Amendment. I believe they're actually going to force the Supreme Court to do something that New York and anti-gun states like them are going to be very sorry for. But that's just me. What do you think down below? Let me know. Until we see each other again, be safe, stay vigilant, and carry a gun to keep you, your friends, your family, your community safe. You want to be a member, an owner of Blackout Coffee? Then check it out, blackoutcoffee.com/invest. And I look forward to the next video. Take care, y'all.